Oh, hey there. It's me, Pen. And in this episode of Paper Peculiar, I'm right in the middle of a crafting session and figured I'd turn on the camera and have you join me. There have been so many fabulous mini journal videos popping up lately, from little matchbook journals to beautifully decorated mini journals, that I couldn't choose just one creator to feature in my Homage journal. So today, I'm paying homage to the mini journal itself. These are my micro mini journals. They're the no-sew kind. You simply accordion fold a strip of paper, double up a piece of scrapbook paper or book page or any paper, and voila, you've got yourself a micro mini journal. During this crafting session, you can see I was consistent in making these cute little closures. You know how it goes. Once you get into the groove, you just keep going. Then there are matchbook and notebook journals. I usually make these on the fly to tuck into my larger junk journals as ephemera. There's the holding it in with a tie so you can replace the signature kind. There are the gluing the pages in kind. And then there's the sew-in kind, where I used my sewing machine just to stitch across. I also made these today. This one uses 4 6x6 scrapbook papers with no spine. Instead, I glued the signatures together, which makes a top-loading pocket. This is a one-sheet wonder. I used a 12x12, cutting it into 4 sections, into 6x6, but the signatures are put together with an accordion spine. So rather than gluing the 2 signatures together, they're pages. These are actually prototypes, which is why I haven't decorated them yet. I think I'll make another video, a separate video, with how I've made these. Here's another mini journal. It's really just a notebook that I used just plain paper and experimented with Coptic stitch. Definitely just for writing. And then these happened. A little while ago, I made this little mini junk journal and took it to show my friend. She immediately said, "That's the next one I want." So I sat down today to make one for her. And as these things tend to go, one turned into another, and another, and another, and I found myself in the middle of a mini junk journal mass-making session using mostly scraps. These 5 are completely finished and decorated, and these 4 already have their signatures in place. These 2 are sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. This one is glued, and this one uses the metallic elastic cord. I figured this was a good time to turn the camera on. I'm going to start another mini junk journal and then decorate it with you. I've decided for my friend that I'm going to use this piece of scrapbook paper as a cover, a scrap of a scrapbook sheet. And I've gathered my signature scraps, where you can see I've torn them off for other signatures, and I'm going to get them ready, and I'll do a sew-in for this 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Since this is a one-sided sheet of scrapbook paper, I'm going to stamp the inside using my fake words. I'm actually going to use hickory smoke rather than black because I want it to look faded and aged. Now that my cover's stamped and the pages are inked and everything's in the order I want, it's time to sew this together using a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch with some wax thread. I want the bow to be on the outside, so I'm going to start bringing my needle in from the outside. I'm going to finish it off with a Berluti bow. Believe it or not, I learned it from a shoelace tying video. Turns out it works really well with waxed thread. The structure is all finished. I always enjoy this part too, but there's something really therapeutic about building the journal, folding the pages, inking the edges, watching it all come together. Now it's time to decorate. I've gathered up some scraps, stickers, bits and pieces, including these vintage typewriter key images. If you'd like to use them too, both the light and the dark versions are available as free downloads on my Ko-fi page. I just have to decide what I want for the cover, and then I'll move on to adding the pockets and the decorations inside. I know my friend likes music, so I'm going to add sheet music to the cover. And there you have it. One mini journal made especially for my friend, and a bunch of others waiting to be added to my ephemera stash. I think that's enough mini journals for today anyway. Thanks for joining me during this Craft With Me session in honor of the mini journal. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.